product released by Boss, and it is an effects processor packed into a very compact, small size, surprisingly small for how much you get out of it. This thing right here. So I've used this product for about 6 or so years, and this is my review of it. One of my main highlights that I can bring up about this is the build quality of it. So I have, to be completely fair, not treated this with the utmost respect. I've taken it around and I have dropped it a couple times and it has withheld all of that. There's a few scratches on the main display, but other than that I've been very impressed with the build quality. So I've been using this product since I was a beginner, and if I'm being completely honest, that is the time frame that I think is best to get this product in. Because when you're first starting out a guitar and you're looking into getting those effects like distortion, delay, reverb and all that there, you're probably looking to get all of those as separate pedals onto a pedal board. For a beginner that's quite complicated to figure out. It's quite complicated to figure out the best products to buy. What this offers is all of those effects in one package. I found that in using this product, the metal tones and tones more leaning on heavier rock were oftentimes hit or miss. So for example, a metal tone may sound tinny, or best word to describe it to me would be cheap. And I didn't necessarily get that with a lot of the clean tones. I was actually quite impressed by the clean tones. Now with this here product, you do have the benefit of it is completely customizable. You can really dial in your own patches. You can start from scratch, or you can take one of those metal tones and sort of tweak it to your liking. But that is to say that not every effect I was completely happy with. Now, past being a beginner, another type of guitar player that may really benefit from this is the gigging guitar player. Person has to go out to gigs. Because it's a small compact size, it can easily be packed into a guitar bag and taken with you. And I found that myself, have taken it to different areas and using it, it's been a great experience. If you are planning on taking it somewhere else, maybe on stage, you can use batteries. It will take 4 AA batteries, and it can run for, the website says, up to 7 hours. Now in my experience, I can't necessarily talk on that because I haven't really used it very much on batteries. I would plug it into a wall more often than not. There are 3, I suppose you would call it, foot switches. One of them being completely customizable in terms of it can be for an effect or to even turn an effect up if you're able to patch that free correctly. And these are all quite useful. The first 2 are used mainly for just cycling between different patch noises. But you also have the option, if you were to press the first 2, that will bring up the tuner, and if you press the second and third, that will bring up the looper, both of which are very useful. I know I find that the looper isn't necessarily as feature rich as I would like it to be. You'll also notice the wah pedal for a whammy effect, or it can be used as a volume pedal. I would switch between both. I find both incredibly useful. And last, you can also use it as a pitch shifter. In terms of negatives, there are a few small things, like for example, the wall plug that comes with it I find was not as good quality wise as the rest of the product, as it frayed on me. The one I'm currently using is a different plug that I just found in Amazon. So on the top of the product you will see that there is an input for another foot pedal which you can add in. This is a product sold separately by Boss, one that I have not purchased, but realistically I can see the reasons you might get it. Besides that, there you have an aux in and a headphone jack, and a USB input for putting it through to, say, a DAW. You also have 2 outputs that can go into studio monitors, as there is a left and right source for it. Another thing to mention is that this product you can also use Boss Tone Studio, specifically download one for the GT-1. What this is an application that you can get on a Mac or Windows computer, and it can come in very handy for dialing in tones and also getting it through to a DAW. Alongside that, this application also features other tones not available on the GT-1 natively. Some of these are recreations of iconic tones from different songs and artists like Metallica, AC/DC and such, and I like that is there, and it sort of has something extra to it. With all that in mind, I definitely consider this product to be worth the purchase, especially if you are a beginner or a gigging guitar player. And that is the end of the video. Thank you for watching.